how do you break through all that and be like a human? Let's get into this. No, just kidding. you were like...
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, at the end, we got to talk about video requests because we got a lot. But let's get into this.
Look, I can kill two birds with no stones. Just let life do it. Success is in a stone's throw. The scene's a fucking mosh pit. I'm sitting in my own row. Man are just clones though. Copying the trend until it dies and then you go broke. The domino effect when you ain't focused on your own dough. And I ain't focused either. People wanna eat but can't show me where the peas are. Don't try it, it's a no-no. Don't bother, it's a no, bro. Your future looking...
He said people want to eat but can't show me where the peas are.
I can kill two birds with no stones. I didn't... Okay.
Just let life do it.
Yeah, the title here, I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting.
Right.
I did not see it going there.
Right.
But life...
And this is Young Dave, too. 2016.
Look, this is deep.
Yeah, life gonna kill them birds.
Life will hella kill them birds.
Before you know it.
You ain't got to do nothing.
Before you know it.
That's so true.
What was the original reason I paused it? People want to eat but can't show me where the peas are.
Yeah.
That was cold.
Yeah.
That was cold.
Yeah.
But that's true. Like, I don't like taking advice and stuff from people
That's so true.
who haven't done it.
They love to take advice from each other, though.
Right?
Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Like, literally.
I have no idea.
People, like, literally, they want to disregard somebody who's done it, and they want to take advice and tell everybody else who's never done anything.
It's like people want to give us relationship advice, but they're not in a
They're
relationship.
all single. And they're not only are they all single, they're all, like, single and ineligible.
Right.
Like...
Right.
I don't get it.
But then also peas like food. Gotta say that. Or people don't think I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like peas like food.
the
Eating
pounds.
peas and then pounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just gotta be clear here.
Yeah.
I miss a lot, but I got that one.
Like,
Okay.
guys, in the U.S., the peas are like the lady parts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
also
slang.
slang for lady parts.
Slang
yeah.
for lady parts. So we watched Shiro's story, and that's how we learned peas.
No, I learned from the comments.
Oh, I learned from Shiro's story.
Because I'm always down in the comments as much as I can. I mean, I can't do them all, but I be down in the comments. You know what I mean? Be down in the comments. Someone told me in the comments.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You didn't learn to
I didn't learn
Shiro's
to
story
Shiro's
because I guess I didn't tell you.
Yeah, he just withheld the information.
Let's get back into it.
No effect when you ain't focused on your own dough, and I ain't focused either. People wanna eat but can't show me where the peas are. Don't try it, it's a no-no. Don't bother, it's a no, bro. Your future looking copper, mine 20-carat rose gold. It's funny how I met faith and no hope. Music game slow-mo. Days I saw no growth, but Christian doing promo. Hell, sleet, cold, snow, and people wouldn't know though. When everything was blessed, before we went solo, we had man them on a Camden like Coco. They're telling lies, I got pride like Soho. I'm a tour guide on a cruise ship, I'm trying to showboat, it's actually true. Cause when you count the groundwork, I'm actually new. You like supporting your people until someone gets successful, cause you want someone to blow until they actually do. And then they're pop stars, my end's still hot.
Ooh, gotta rewind that just in case.
Man, rewind that. Hit that a few times.
That was cold.
You like supporting your people until someone gets successful or something.
Yeah.
You want them to blow up till they actually do.
That's facts.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Like
That's
whenever
why-
we've had like any level of success, you know what I mean? Just with stuff we've done in the past, right? Like just being able to like work digitally and traveling and stuff. Cause like I used to blog. Like that was how I made a living, blogging. You know what I mean? And she was doing web design and I was doing SEO. We were doing web design, SEO, and I was blogging. So we were able to make a living without being stationary. So we traveled a lot back then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like people low-key started hating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Which we
Like-
weren't even, I wouldn't even say that was like successful, you know what I
Right,
mean?
just like that's at any level of like we
It
weren't
was like, we
rich.
got 6 months of stuck in the bills and then
Right.
in the house.
Like we were not rich by any stretch. Some people were making more money
Right.
than us, but we had the freedom to move around. Like, we were making
Right.
just a regular middle class
Regular
income. We just
schmegular.
weren't stationary. You know, and we don't have kids, so it was like we were able to travel
Right.
a little bit. Nothing crazy. It's like we started getting hate. Like what?
Right.
Like getting low key shade, people talking about us behind our back, we hear about it through the grapevine and all like What is wrong with you? I thought you guys wanted us to do well.
Right? It's
Like, just a few
dang.
years ago, you guys were rooting for us, and now you're hating on us.
Right. Hate to see if we got a boat or something. Like, dang. Hate to see if we got a new car.
Right?
Gosh.
Right. It's like we had old cars and stuff, just parked it
Yeah.
at my mom's house and just started.
So, can you
We did
imagine?
not have that much money.
Can you imagine what it must have been like for him coming up out the hood? Like, brothers in prison, you know what I mean? Like, coming up out the mud, and then his level of success.
Well, that's like Lil Boosie said. You know, a lot of rappers get killed in their hometown because you have the people who hate on you after you make it.
Is it like that in London? Like, is it like people, like rappers get killed in their hoods and stuff? Because that's hella like Nipsey
Sounds
Hussle
like
and
it from
stuff.
this song.
I mean, I can't imagine like that contrast. Like they're like a lot of his people that like from where he was from might have been like on Wick and like you know what I mean, like just more like super struggling, and so it's like they probably hate him.
I mean, a lot of rappers are from the hood.
Dang,
Let's get back into
let's
it.
go.
Soho, I'm a tour guide on a cruise ship. I'm trying to showboat, it's actually true. Cause when you count the groundwork, I'm actually new. You like supporting your people until someone gets successful. Cause you want someone to blow until they actually do. And then they're pop stars. My end's still hot, I slip not, I'm a rock star. I'm on this road alone. My bros in the trap, he got sticky fingers, rolling stones. And on the other line, we got Jack Bennon. From Canada to London, lawyers and gunmen. Being by yourself can make the best of things redundant. I feel everything and nothing, man, I'm empty. I'm really on the edge, so don't tempt me to pick up something lengthy. Don't ever say I've changed.
Okay. He said, being by yourself can make the best of things feel redundant. He's talking about how he's empty. 'Cause I guess now that he's super, at this point, he was young, but he clearly was famous. I mean, this video has 2 million views and stuff.
2016, 5 years ago, 2 million views.
Right. I mean, you can tell them from the production quality that, like, he definitely,
Right, he's well on.
he was low-key famous back then, even at that age.
Well on.
But it can make the best of things feel redundant. Because he's empty. It's like, what fun is life if you don't have anyone to share it with? You know what I mean? It's like you have to share things. Even when you get like good news, first thing people do, oh, let me call my mom, call my dad, call my brother, call my friend, call my wife. You know what I mean? Like you want to share it.
Right.
And like to share it amplifies it. It just makes it better when you have someone to share something with. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. But it's like even so at his level of fame, like I feel like a lot of times people treat celebrities like not like regular humans.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
right.
like the character you see on the screen is like how you like relate to that person, but in reality they're like this whole other person behind the scenes. So I mean he's gotta be super lonely.
Right.
And he can't mess with a lot of people from his past because like I'm sure they're jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And this was probably like shortly after he became famous. I mean, he's pretty young.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was all new too. They're still
Right.
adjusting to that lifestyle.
And on the other line, we got Jack Bennon. From Canada to London, lawyers and gunmen. Being by yourself can make the best of things redundant. I feel everything and nothing, man, I'm empty. I'm really on the edge, so don't tempt me to pick up something lengthy. Don't ever say I've changed. I'm on the bus and train with my headphones every day. You people don't rate the nerve to send shade. Like I never sent the message to your brother, use your brain. Put down your blade, like I never took the train to Essex in the rain for a session on my J's, my girl, my mates. Like I never fucking worked for this. When drill was the wave, I made a lane and then I nurtured it. And now you wanna talk like I never fucking deserved this shit. Like it all came quick to me. Like I never wrote picture me. Literally, half the people dissing me ain't ever done a thing for me. You must be raised differently. Disrespect I didn't see, I'll hate you till I'm
Ooh,
dead.
wait. Half the people dissing me ain't never done a thing for me. That is true.
Right?
You get some hate from some people that's like, why don't you just like scroll along? Like, why don't you just like, we have no
Why do
dealings.
you feel the need to hate on me?
Right.
Like, I've never done anything to you. You've never done anything to me. We good, right? Like,
Hate
nope,
it, right.
we're not good.
Jealous from afar. It's like, I mean, I get it when it's like up. I mean, I don't get it, but it's like, I can understand when they're up close and they're like, got all the chicks and got all the cars and like living his life. I can understand that would be a little bit hard to deal with for some people. But when it's strangers,
Right.
like when it's people that it's like, why don't you, like, there's literally so many celebrities.
Right?
Like, there's so many people doing well. Why don't you just move along?
Right. He was talking about how people act like he doesn't deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when people get like rich and famous, everyone else acts like their life, not everyone, you know, a lot of people act like their life is just so easy. Like they didn't grind to get there.
And it's
Blood,
not-
sweat, and
yeah.
tears, literally.
And as if it's not hard to be rich and famous.
Like he wasn't staying up probably till 4 a.m. writing songs, working on his craft relentlessly.
Right. What did he sacrifice?
And then, like, after you get rich and famous, like, your life is just easy now.
Right. It's gonna be probably even harder than like
Right. More stress, more
a
pressure.
regular life. Yeah.
Like, why do people act like just once you're rich and famous, your life is just perfect?
Probably
And
a
you
lot-
don't deserve
yeah.
it.
Probably a lot more people trying to steal money from you because they know you're rich. Versus, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably
Yeah.
easier to lose money.
A lot of rich and famous people get stalkers and stuff, all kind of stuff.
10 years ago, claim about you, hurt, you know, touched them and this and this.
Get hit with those Me Too's
yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah, I don't get why people just act like his life is perfect now. Like, they do that with a lot of celebrities.
right? Damn, we need to stop treating people like that.
Made a lane and then I nurtured it. And now you wanna talk like I never fucking deserved this shit. Like it all came quick to me. Like I never wrote picture me. Literally, half the people dissing me ain't ever done a thing for me. You must be raised differently. Disrespect I didn't see, I'll hate you till I'm dead. I'm triple super saiyan when I flex. On my pagans and my ex. They question if I'm staying just for sex. But I wonder what was playing on your head when you were laying on my bed. I'm just saying no offense, I'm super cool, don't be shy, love. Using me to dig for gold. It's ironic cause your intentions are minor, I don't care. I'm lonely and I'm fired up. A 20-person guest list and some vodka on my rider. It's weird when you level with a person and they treat you like you're higher or treat you like you're different. She said my music's like silk, it's inspired her. I'm more like apples, I'm inside her. I'm lonely and nothing more. 8 great minutes and then I'll bust like Dumbledore. I love you for this moment. She thinks I'm gonna dash, I'll let her link me like underscores. Ungrateful breed, these girls always want something more. Please don't annoy me. I may have called you princess, I ain't treating you like royalty. It's been less than 3 days, why you asking for my loyalty? Just look at what we went and done. I could have been anyone. This is something that I've never done. You say that line to everyone from 17 to 21. You
Okay,
went.
keep going. So just because I call you princess don't mean you're royalty. I feel like that is something modern day. Like everybody's a queen, everybody's a princess, you know, king, god, all these things that, you know, people like to call each other. And it's like, they be like the most dusty, like the most like no moral code, like I mean, just, you know what I mean? They just be lax. You know what I mean? Is that a word? Can I use that? That's a new one. Lax. Just a lack. They be a lack, and we're calling them a princess and a queen.
Oh my goodness.
These days.
Get it off your chest.
Ugh. It's gross. It's gross.
Another thing he said was, it's been less than 3 days, and you're trying to get me to commit to you, basically. Man, dude is having girl problems. Was having girl problems. I guess the new fame problem.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like it's all.
I'm trying to tell you, like, people have girl problems out there. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm joking.
I'm well aware.
The streets is rough.
But yeah, it's like, I guess new fame, getting used to that. Because when you laying in my bed, I was wondering what was playing in your head. Oh man, but
Gold digging.
it's just interesting to see the different parts of his girl drama throughout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like there's different angles of it. Like sometimes he seems like in that one song.
Leslie.
No, it wasn't Leslie. It was the one where he was like, "I should have helped you follow your
How I Met My
dreams."
Ex.
How I Met My Ex. He seemed like the lover boy angle of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I should have did more. Should have helped her follow her dreams. She shouldn't have been
Yeah.
following me. And now he's like, you know what I mean? Now he's got a different. I don't know which one's first. It doesn't
These
matter.
garden
You get
tools
sprung
ain't
sometimes.
loyal.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Now he's got a little
Yeah.
different side on this one.
Gold digging.
He's like, I'm not going for the games. I know what you're up
Yeah.
to. We both have our intentions. Let's get it in.
I feel like at his level of fame, it would be very tough to find somebody who likes you for you.
Right.
Because it's just all the like,
Right.
he's rich, he's famous, he's got connections, he's this and this and this. You've seen all these music videos, so you think you know the person. It's like, how do you break through all that and be like a human
Right.
dealing with another human? Like,
And that's why a lot of celebrities don't get married.
yeah. Or to other celebrities, they'll get married.
Right.
But then that's a whole different like, hot mess.
Oh, yeah. Crazy ego battles.
Right? Schedules conflicting, like, you're in Australia and you're in Japan and
Your last album flopped, huh? You're not as famous as you thought you were.
right. Let me collab on your album. I'll make it better.
See, you should have let me collab. That's why it flopped.
Right. Oh my gosh.
always want something more. Please don't annoy me. I may have called you princess, I ain't treating you like royalty. It's been less than 3 days, why you asking for my loyalty? Just look at what we went and done. I could have been anyone. This is something that I've never done. You say that line to everyone. From 17 to 21, you went from a 90-day rule and a checklist to screaming in a pillow with some talking and a neck kiss. Are you telling me that every single person you connect with can whisper in your ear and then just get inside your best bits? This game's so confusing, I don't know what I want from this. A virgin before music, girls came with my accomplishments, and now I don't believe their praise and all their compliments. I take my insecurities and hide them all in confidence.
He said he was a virgin before music?
Well, I don't think he was being literal.
Oh, okay.
Like, the way I took it was kind of like, his music was virgin. Like, it was kind of like he was new to the game, and like he was young.
So the way I took it was like, man was a virgin before he got on. Because, I mean, he got on so young.
He did.
He was 16 and sounds like he was famous at 16 with the cypher and the freestyle.
Yeah, so he probably was a virgin.
Right. So it's like, 16's a normal age to lose it, so he could have already had clout.
He grew up with music.
You know what I mean?
Person you connect with can whisper in your ear and then just get inside your best bits. This game's so confusing, I don't know what I want from this. A virgin before music, girls came with my accomplishments, and now I don't believe their praise and all their compliments. I take my insecurities and hide them all in confidence. I'll tell you this in confidence, I'm young and I'm free, but do you know how much it hurts me? They don't love me for me. It's crowded in our scene, and people, they just want what's hot. That's why I'm trying to sell. See, it's 100 degrees.
I bet it's hard for him to just be himself too, though.
Right.
You know? So I feel like he probably is, protective over himself. Like, he's not just gonna expose his insecurities and stuff, because the girl could be trying to put him out there, trying to go tell the tabloids, like.
But then, on the other hand, it's like, why should a man just expose his insecurities?
Not that he should, but it's like, it's hard for her to love him for who he is when, he doesn't show her who he is.
But it's like, even for like a normal dude, it's like, okay, if you do have insecurities, it's not like, oh, in a relationship, here are my insecurities.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't think girls or guys should.
But okay, modern day girls do act like, oh, he needs to be more vulnerable with me and all this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it to a certain extent with like mental health and all these kind of things. Like, you don't want to keep that secret. It'd be best if you have someone you could talk to about things. I get that angle of it, but I feel like we've gone too far to where we're trying to feminize men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make men more like women. That's just how it feels to me.
Or to where it's like, you just, like, society no longer appreciates masculinity and stoicism. And like, which is totally, I feel like both qualities are something to appreciate, but it's kind of become like, oh, if you have these qualities, well, we don't like that, versus just like you are who you are.
I feel like the natural flow of relations is like, over time you will get to insecurities and vulnerability and all those things over time, and I think it'll come out naturally. But I feel like modern day, you have men trying to, like, oh, I need to be more vulnerable. Okay, let me just vomit all my insecurities. And then girls usually don't like it when it actually does happen. That's the thing. I just feel like we've gone too far with it. Just too far. There's nothing wrong with it throughout time in a natural way. It'll come out as you trust the person more, and things will come out, things will happen, you have a conversation about it. It'll be fine. Yeah. But it just seems a little forced modern day.
I feel like it's the equivalent of like telling a kid to, go make friends before they're ready to go and make friends. And so you're literally like forcing them into like a social situation they're not ready for. I feel like it's that, you know what I mean? To where it's like, well, it's not that they don't have the feelings and stuff, but it's like forcing them into it isn't going to make it natural to them. But I feel like he just, as a celebrity, how do you like connect with a person? Like, I feel like it's a catch-22.
Oh, for sure. Gotta be.
Because the lifestyle he lives, the stuff he knows, the people he knows, the way he moves is going to be so different.
And down in the comments, everyone says the UK is just like much smaller. Because when we were talking about the streets and stuff, down in the comments, we were saying you can't just like skip town, really. Like, it's pretty small. Like, people can find you if they want to. You know what I mean? I picture in America. If you're doing dirt in LA, you can run down to Miami, go to New York, and it's like, okay, no one's going to find you from LA to Miami or New York. You know what I mean? You don't even got to go that far.
I mean, the UK is probably, I don't even know. I'm just guessing, but I just feel like LA like in my head, I thought of LA as like a city, but it's really like several huge cities.
Right.
And I feel like the UK is probably like that, like several huge cities in one, or something like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think it's that small, but they're just saying it's much smaller.
Dang.
You know what I mean? It's, like, you could be 40 hours away. Like, you'd have to drive 40 hours to get from LA to Miami.
So Dave's
like,
probably
roughly
like
40
a
hours.
Drake.
Like, no one's doing that.
So he's probably like a Drake in the UK. Like in the hip hop scene in the UK, Dave is probably like hella famous.
I guess.
I mean, he's definitely the most requested artist that we get, even.
Yeah.
He's probably so famous. So he probably can't, like, have, like, a normal...
Mm-mm.
Like, every girl he dates is going to know who he is unless he goes outside of the UK.
If he wants to meet a girl who likes him for him, he'd have to go to, like, a remote island.
Yeah. Which probably has its own, like... She's definitely going to be looking for you to provide for her.
Right.
Like, let's be real. Dang. And so he lost his virginity as he, like, grew into
getting clout.
So he probably doesn't, like, even...
Know what it's like to date a girl before you got clout.
Yeah. Wow. Girl that likes him for him. That is something, I guess, that would be weird, you know? Like, what if, like, every single one of, like, your friends or anybody close to you, you just knew for a fact that they didn't know who you really were, like, before. Like, who you were without all the extra. And so, like, even if they would like you, you wouldn't know if they would. Like, how could he even trust it if she said she did like him for him?
Right.
Mm. And it's like, okay, if you were some big rap star and it's like, I want crab legs for dinner and it's expensive and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I would freaking like crab legs no matter what we're going through. Like, no matter what state we're in. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do you know that I don't want crab legs because, you know what I mean? Like, I know that you can give me crab legs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because, like, girls will try and get the most sometimes with a celebrity.
Exactly. But it's like, what if she just would do that anyway? What if she's just a girl?
Nah.
I bet.
I seen girls buy dudes crab legs.
Yeah.
Because they like the dude so much
Yeah.
for him, and he was broke and she wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it don't work like that.
Yeah. That's so true.
All right. That's all I have on this.
That's all I got. That was beautiful. We need to watch Picture Me, though, because...
Yeah, that was a thinking. You know, that one made you think. You
It
know what I
did.
mean? Like, that was a good one.
With the
He was hitting
ocean.
so many things. It was good.
That ocean just had me, like, in the, like...
And it was a nice little
zen.
melody and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I messed with it. All right, so video
Yeah.
recommendations.
Yeah, what we doing? How we doing this?
We don't know how to get all these recommendations in. It's like sometimes people are like, this is my 5th time requesting it.
Yeah, we're like...
And I'm like,
Sorry.
man, we got like 500 plus requests. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so
And
thinking
then
we could do,
We were going to do the whole psychodrama,
yeah, but then there's so many other requests. And it's
Right.
like, I still want to do the whole psychodrama.
right? But it's not the most requested.
It's not. The whole psychodrama is not the most, like, there's other days, like question time is,
Picture Me.
Picture Me, question time,
Hangman.
Hangman. Like, those 3 are probably the most highly requested day ones.
Yeah.
So we should do those. But for other requests, here's what we're going to do. Just make a comment of your request, and whichever comment gets the most likes, like, that's going to be the top of the list on the request. So we're going to bump that up.
Mm-hmm.
So on every video, whichever request has the most likes, that's going to be priority because
Yeah.
the most people want to see it. So we're just going to do it like that. I think that's a fair way. No one has to pay for a request or anything like that.
Right,
so
right,
it's not
right.
like, oh, if you
But we don't do that.
if you super chat, we'll do your request. Like, we don't want to make people pay. We want it to be
No.
fair. Everyone has a chance whether you pay or can't pay. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So there's most likes on a comment. We're going to bump
Right.
that request to the top.
Yup.
I think that's a fair way to do it.
I think so. And we get to see, like, what you guys want to see the most. Because, like, I
Right.
feel like sometimes we do a video and it's like, I don't know if that's, like, what you want to see the most or if it's just on the list, you know what I mean? It's like, we don't want to go alphabetical order, like.
And we've been playing around with OBS Studio. We're trying to learn how to live stream.
Ooh.
So we got to set up a day to do like a UK live stream.
That
So we got
would
to, sync the time zone. So that's going to be different than a US live stream.
Yeah.
So we got to set up a day for that. But we're still learning how to do it. So maybe a week or 2 we'll figure it out. That's all I have. Thank you for supporting the channel. We appreciate you, especially if you made it to the end. That's amazing because this video is probably kind of long. So we appreciate it. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.